All right. Okay. All right, everybody. Oh, you're playing it right now? It's a tactics roguelike? That's cool, Alex. Well, then, Leech De Niro and Alex both recommend it, so I'm betting it's pretty good. Perfect. All right. So here we are, everybody. We've got some magma caps. We got a whole bunch of new stuff. We got cinder shards. I don't really know what to do with all of these new resources that we found over on the island, but we're going to figure it out. You probably have, Alex. You know what happens, Alex, is I don't have a great memory, and then there's so many games that are recommended that I can barely keep it straight. But I think, now that you mention it, it definitely does sound familiar. All right, let's see what we got. Found you face down. Yeah, Marlin. Thanks, buddy. All right, we're getting a whole bunch of batteries, which is great. Let me put these babies away. Got some iridium. Looks good. Looks real good. Oh, I'm full. My inventory is full. Hey, Super Floppers, good evening. Yes, it is over, Super Floppers. We actually won. We beat the game. I mean, just unbelievable good fortune. So, we put up a straw poll, or should I say, Distro was kind enough to create a straw poll so we could vote. And we basically, it was decided that we would play Stardew, and it's kind of like the anti-darkest dungeon. It's like decompress after the horror that we just witnessed. It's a pretty good choice. Look at all that iridium. Remember when iridium was a bottleneck for us? No longer. Alright, let me sell some stuff. I'm going to keep all of this stuff that we got from the island for now, because I don't really know what to do with it. So I'm just going to kind of like hold on to it and see if there's any use for it elsewhere. By the way, rain totem, of course I'm going to use it. We're going to keep it raining as long as we can. That's my plan anyway. Mushrooms are good healing, says Alex. Okay, thank you. Let's see about that. Let me check it. That is, yeah, they have huge energy and health. You're right about that. Goodness gracious. And you can get them in different qualities. Hey, thank you, Super Flappers. I appreciate that, my friend. We got lucky. It worked out, like, exactly right. It was fantastic, is what it was. Alright, so let me look at this. And what do we need to go to the island? We've got cheese, we've got coffee, we have our weapons. We have mayonnaise if we want to give it to people, but maybe not. So, oh, you can only plant it on the island. Cool. You know what we need to do is just go explore the island. And, oh man, actually, though, we have a whole bunch of blueberries to pick. Oh, and don't we have a quest for blueberries? No, we just have to catch a bunch of Dorado. I thought I had some kind of, like... Nah, I must have completed it. Anyway, I think I actually completed it. Oh, I did not mean to go fishing. That was funny. That's right, we had to go collect golden walnuts. Is the only way to get to the island to take the boat at Willie's Shack? I'm sure there's a teleport totem or something like that that you can get, but I don't have that yet. Ah, cool. Okay. So we just need to get more golden walnuts, and then it'll all be revealed. Oh, right. The beach totem will take you closer to Willie's. That's a great point. Okay, cool. Man, we're... So, while I'm just collecting all of my stuff, Oh, yeah, that's a great question, Arbster. So, you know what? If you want humor, I'm a big Kurt Vonnegut fan. I find like his books to be intelligent and funny. It's just like an amazing mix. He does great science fiction, great regular stuff. So that's always good. But I'll tell you what, just to kind of go back on one of Nick Mann's recommendations, a book that I read recently, earlier this year, that I thought was really really funny, was The Color of Magic, by Terry Pratchett. Like, I just thought that book was hysterical. It's like a fantasy book. It's kind of like a really ridiculously irreverent book that reads almost like it's about Dungeons and Dragons, but it's really funny. It's a warm up. It's just a warm up to the rest of the series, says Nick Man. That's hilarious. That's even funnier. Yeah, that's right. Disco World. I also like Bill Bryson a lot, and his books are more like nonfiction, but he has just like an underlying sense of humor about all of his stuff that he does. That's you know not as much laugh out loud funny, but just kind of like smiley funny. But I think that's a great point for anybody out there. If anybody in the chat has any funny books that they've read and would also recommend to Arbster, that would be awesome too. Because I mean, those are just what comes to mind immediately. But I bet uh, you have some good recommendations too. Those are great. 100%, Crispy. I keep meaning to like reread those because I haven't read them in so long. The animals might be a little upset here. Inventory full. Man, it's a good problem. Oh, Arbster, I misread what you said. I thought you said humor. Oh, hilarious. Um, I was like just naming funny books. Um, I haven't read that. Now, horror, if you're in, because it's, Halloween time, there we go. That's a horse of a different color, as they say. Um, for me, I'm a lightweight. Like, I get scared very easily, so it doesn't take much. Oh, Nickman has some good recommendations. For me, like, Stephen King, not Dark Tower, because we just talked about that. That's not really that scary at all. But Stephen King horror stuff is, like, too scary for me. And, hey, Joe, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. And so that shows you what a lightweight I am, because I'm sure probably if you are into horror books that those aren't really that scary, but... Oh, cool. Beans, thank you. You know what else? I know this doesn't really count, but I haven't read it in a long time, but I'll tell you what. I think when maybe I was in high school or something, I read Michael Crichton's Congo. That book absolutely terrified me. Like, the description of the apes with their, like, weapons, just nightmare. Complete nightmare. I never saw the movie adaptation, but boy, the book scared me. All right. This is all good. I think I'm reasonable, but I need to replant my... I need to repop my wine. House of Leaves is a really good literary book. 100%. Super Floppers, that's a good choice. And actually, if you want, like... You know what? Now that I think about it, if you want horror... and, you know, we just did to Darkest Dungeon. The H.P. Lovecraft stuff is just really, really disturbing. Like, absolutely disturbing. If you want more like what Nick Man said, unnerving, it's really disturbing. And then obviously, like, Edgar Allan Poe is right in there. I tend to try to, like, read before I want to go to sleep sometimes, just to help put my mind at ease and just kind of chill out and pass out. So sometimes reading horror doesn't help me do that. I know. Because, Alex, I play Vintage Story as, like, a awesome, chill relaxation game. And I just run away whenever I see the temporal stuff. Like, if I see the temporal rift, anything temporal, I just run away and just go back to blacksmithing and, you know, mining and being happy about that. I tend to ignore the horrible things in my face. Oh, dear God. I have so much ancient fruit. You know, I don't rightly think I ever got those Junimos. Like, I thought I made good enough friends with the dude, but I think the magician, or the wizard rather, but I think I need to build some kind of facility for the Junimos, and I just never did that. Oh, is that, I think I saw that, Crispy, on Xbox Game Pass. Is it good? Nick Man's been talking about that too. A lot of, like, more, like, heavy metal themed. Even Alex was actually talking about some heavy metal stuff. There's a lot of, like, more metal edge stuff coming out that you can play, especially for Halloween. Alright. I'm going to make this my wine box. Creepy but not scary. Okay. Fine with that. Heck yeah. There we go. There we go. Alright. I'm going to go back and see if I can hop on the boat. Do you have to... I'm going to find out. This might be a terrible choice. Do you need to be off the island by nighttime? Like, am I supposed to be home in bed? I guess of course I am, right? I'm just like... It throws me through such a loop that you leave for the island. I need some home teleports. Hey, Necroth, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you, thank you. I've been working on this farm for quite some time. Doom Eternal, but as a rhythm game. Yeah. No, I did play Doom when I was younger. I can appreciate those kind of games. That's funny. All right. Let me think about how to craft that home teleport. I can't remember exactly how to do that. So I'm going to look at some of these totems. Farm. It just takes hardwood, honey, and fiber. Oh, okay. Absolutely, Arbster. I am familiar with Steinbeck and Of Mice and Men. I mean, a lot of that stuff, that early, you know, those are like Okie novels. Like Steinbeck was, you know, Grapes of Wrath was all into the Okie stuff and the Dust Bowl. That's a bleak book, but there's some really, really good stuff in that period. So early 1900s, if we're talking like literary criticism, Arbster, that would be modernism. So modernism is generally stuff from the end of the Victorian era to World War One. And it's a gold mine. Great stuff there. You got so many heavy hitters in that period. James Joyce, Virginia Woolf. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can make some of these totems. Now, this isn't where the totems live. I need fiber. My God, man. I need fiber. I need honey. I think I keep selling my honey, which probably should stop doing that. Oh, I got some honey. That's right. And I got some fiber. All right, we're getting there. Oh, I also have beach totems. Heck yeah. It's a good thing I store all of my stuff. It's bad that there is no organizational logic to any of my collection, but it's good that I have a lot of stuff. So, let me look at this again, what I would need to craft this and get the last... Oh, hardwood, that's right. All right. I got that too. All right, let me make this. Cool. And for the beach, coral. I got coral. I like how fiber is like absolutely necessary for these totems. You wouldn't think that it would be important, and they're like, oh yeah, it's vital. Oh, it's great. It's great, Arbster. You get a lot of really, really cool industrial stuff for sure, you know, with the Industrial Revolution, but then also, right, the science swerving in. I'm with you on that, Sir Theodore. I find when I was in college, undergrad, I watched The Shining alone at night in a house that I was renting with my brother and a friend, and they weren't there. And it absolutely petrified me. Just the beginning sequence of, you know, the child riding around the hotel and seeing the ghosts and stuff. Like, I could not sleep. I was absolutely startled and terrified. Let's see. I am looking for coral, and I'm not seeing it in this collection. Sometimes I have that. I tend to sell coral a lot, though, which is too bad. This is my fish box, but it doesn't have that in it. It's more of a thing that you gather. Yeah, I have some good gold coral. I can just kick that out. I only need one piece of it. Yeah, Nick, man, you're like one of those people who's just completely not bothered by it at all. Sometimes if I can find them funny, but I'm terrible. Like, I'm the kind of person who I get scared at like Friday the 13th. And like, I know that that's just a cartoon character with like a hockey mask. And yet somehow I think that is going to, you know, that character is going to burst out of my closet. Like, there's no logical reason for that. And so if I'm at that level where I can't find that funny and I get upset about it, it's an uphill climb. Fading, good evening, good to see you. All right, so we've got, for tomorrow, we've got beach totems and we've got farm totems. The only thing we really need would be some hardwood and some fiber. So I can just go try to get some more of these totems together. Actually, I have an okay amount of hardwood. Just need a little bit more on the fiber. Well, the main character's decisions are pretty funny. Oh, I haven't seen that one, Super Floppers. I'll tell you what, I don't mind confessing to this because I make no pretensions about my fortitude. I would go trick-or-treating as a kid, and then when I would get done trick-or-treating, my brother and I, we would spread out all of our candy, and, you know, we would make trades and, like, see how much we got, and our ritual was always that we would basically just kind of watch whatever Halloween specials were on. And I don't know if you guys remember the Garfield Halloween special, but the Garfield Halloween special, was it Garfield or was it, maybe it was Charlie Brown. Maybe it was Charlie Brown. It was something with like ghosts and pirates. It was legitimately scary to me. And I'm talking about, yeah, Great Pumpkin. Yeah, exactly. Great Pumpkin was Charlie Brown. Yeah, so that one was okay. It was the Garfield one with, like, there was some kind of ghost ship, and it just creeped me out. If I'm getting scared with Garfield, you can only imagine. Yeah, some of the old Simpsons Halloween specials were great. Like, did you see the one that they did on Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven? Like that, like they used to do really clever ones. Actually, did you guys see that they're doing a Simpsons that's like in anime style as an homage, I believe? It looked actually pretty interesting. I haven't seen The Simpsons in years. Like, I mean, a new Simpsons. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Ghostbusters is a... Oh, it's confirmed for sure, Arbster. I'll tell you what. Sir Theodore, Ghostbusters is another one. Like, the original Ghostbusters scared me. It still scares me. The music, the Halloween, I'm sorry, the library sequence. I can't go into a library in the stacks alone after seeing that. All right. I got some more coral anyway for my totems. Halloween, yeah, projectors, like community projectors, that's so good. Everybody getting together, hanging out. Watching the movie. Eating candy. Shane's going home. He's had a good day. Okay, Arbster, thanks so much for hanging out. So glad you could catch the stream. Have a great one. All right, we're going to crash, and now tomorrow, because we've done all of our farm stuff, we can just have a full day at the beach. By the way, Fading, you missed it because the stream started out as a Darkest Dungeon stream, but we actually beat the first Darkest Dungeon earlier. I can't remember, Fading. Did you... I think you played really far, but I don't know if you actually ever finished the game. Yeah, I'm with you, Sir Theodore. It's scary, but I don't need grotesque either. Zorbus is brutal. It's one of those roguelikes that just swerves from, like, you know, where you're managing it to impossible. You're dead. Are you still doing that lone wolf, or did you switch away from that? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a bunch of these ingredients away, and then teleport. I don't want to lose all these batteries. These babies are key to my operation. I'm going to store this coral. That's not the right place. Here we go. Anything I can put in here? No. Yeah, you know what's cool about it, Crispy, is thinking about it. Now that we've beaten it, and we're talking about Darkest Dungeon, which we were playing earlier, it's actually nice because we have gotten ourselves in a position where we can play Darkest Dungeon 2, and they just, like, massively... they released a big update where they overhauled a bunch of stuff in that. So that should be kind of fun to see, like, you know, exactly what they've done to the game itself. Oh, what are these tokens? Desert. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that might be unfair. I don't know if the balancing is right. Yeah, exactly, Sir Theodore. Thank you, Distro. Yeah, I didn't change the game title. I basically just changed the title of the stream itself. So I need to... I would need to fix that. Because that's wrong. Here, let me fix that. 1 second. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, we like started at we were at the end boss, and I was sure we were going to wipe, and we were able to beat it. Oh, he doesn't open till 8. Crisis averted. Willie is ready to go. He's a good man. He's too beautiful for this world. It leads up to a little sleeping cubby. If it's off limits, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Nick, man, there is a dungeon in this game. Good thinking. Buy a ticket. I've said this before about Stardew Valley, but it does crack me up that everybody in this town just profits off of you. Like, Willie is like, hey, can you fix this boat? And you're like, sure. And he's like, great. Now, whenever you want to use it, all you have to do is pay me 1,000 gold. Wait a minute. I just basically did a fixer-upper to give you an opportunity to make money from me? And he's like, yes, indeed. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's find some more of these things. Let's live on the island. All right, talk to the bird. 10 walnuts. All right, I got to get 10. I don't have that many. I don't think so, Nick, man. It's just me. He might use it. Here's a walnut. It's hiding. This is, I have to say, this is a pretty fun part of the game because, I mean, the music and the graphics are great. But it is cool that there's just like a little bit of exploration that they added in this section. It's kind of cool. There's some right up there. What's this guy out? Oh no, we haven't figured this out yet. I thought fading that it did more damage, but I don't know if there's something wrong with the tooltip. Either the versatile thing fading is wrong in the sense that like it should be doing less damage when you're wielding it with one-handed than what it displays, or ooh, okay, cool. I thought that might be one on the ground. Great, we found one. Or it does more damage with two hands and it doesn't show you. I wasn't 100% sure on that. It's this thing. Just a dream. Alright. I don't want to go... Yes! We're finding him, people. We're doing this. Anywhere there wants to be golden walnuts, yes, we'll get them. What do we got? 8? Yes, we got 8 now. Oh, we're doing pretty well, people. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there's definitely another one over here, too. In this circle of stuff. Yes, that's 9. Let's see if there's some more on this lower part of the beach. I mean, there's this, like, sinister-looking turtle. It's not sinister, it's just sleeping. What's over here? Oh, I think we already went this way. I've got my eyes peeled, though, for any more of these walnuts. What's up, birds? Oh. Alright. He's still there. Hey, buddy. How you living? He's looking at me. Man, this guy looks like Linus's long-lost son. Like, does Linus have any illegitimate children?